Ciao, buongiorno a tutti, sono Gabriele Milani, sono il direttore nazionale FTO. Good morning to Avital that is connected from Italy. Nice. Ciao, buongiorno Avital e ben trovata. And with Itai from Israel. Ciao Itai.
Hi, good afternoon.
We will start in a couple of minutes. I kindly ask to all participants if they can send us a message to say if the audio is okay, and then we will start.
All right, now I'm in.
Hey, can you hear me? Yeah, of course.
So I would say that we are ready. Ciao and welcome to moreover than 600 people that are registered to this webinar. Some people are entering right now. I'm very pleased today to have with us Avidal Kotzer, Director of Israel Government Tourism Office in Italy. Missing you, Avital. And Itai Green, founder and CEO of Innovate Israel and the founder of ETTS, that is the Israel Travel Tech Startups. Ciao, Itai.
Hi,
and,
ciao.
Ciao, and a big welcome to the managers, founders of the 13 startups from Israel that will pitch for us today. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Gabriele Milani, and I'm the National Director of FTO, that is the Organized Tourism Federation. A couple of words to present our activities. We are part of Confcommercio, that is the biggest business association in Italy. Our members are companies within the chain of organized tourism. That so it's not only a particular type of companies, but we are talking about tour operators, travel agents networks, insurance companies, GDS, management software companies, parking, airlines. So all the actors that are part of this travel industry. In each segment, leisure, business, incoming, outgoing, MICE and events, and services, many major players of this market are part of FTO. Almost 1 year ago, with Avital and Itai, we met at our annual meeting at the Teatro alla Scala in Milan to present the activities of Innovate Israel. If you didn't know, Israel is defined the startup nation. With Avital this year, we were going to organize a business mission with our associates to Israel to share competencies between the tourism industries of our countries and to discover with Itai the startup ecosystem. Let's say for the moment that is just postponed. When we talk about digitalization and innovation, in particular in Italy, and in particular in our sector, I would say that we have much room for improvement. There is resistance to change. Resistance to change prevents us to adopt new technologies and the related opportunities. And very often we do not have the necessary skills inside our organization. We try to develop human resources and technologies in-house, but we have big problems. We have problems with the economic resources to be invested. That's why we will talk today of open innovation, a way to solve these issues. As FTO, we are committed to help our associates and the Italian market to cope with the task of keeping up with the dramatic speed of innovation. So please follow us on our social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. So you will find FTO to be updated with all our events. In these days, and I'm going to conclude my speech, we are appreciating very much the technologies, technologies that permits us to eventually benefit from the effects from the smart working, to be trained, to be social, to be connected with our family if we stay apart in different locations, and this despite all the restrictions. You see, in this case, we have been nearly obliged to change, but we did it in an easier way than we thought. So we all know this period is a terrible period, but it's a shame that we are investing so many efforts with the Italian institutions to have the economic support necessary to our companies to survive. On the contrary, it has to be a great opportunity to change processes, to change business models for our country, and to enhance its touristic offer, to innovate. So let's do it, and let's start, and I will pass you over to Avital. Thanks you.
Avital, we can't hear you.
Ecco, here I am, yes. So welcome everyone from all over the world, I must say, not only from Italy. We're very pleased. Benvenuti amici nuovi e già conosciuti. For us, it's a great honor to be here today and to continue the marvelous collaboration that we have with the FTO and also with the Itai Green. Israel, as Gabriele mentioned, is the startup nation, but not only the startup nation. Even before the birth of the state, Israel, the land of Israel, produced many innovations, and I'm very honored to be also an Israeli as part of it. Israel, in terms of tourism, now like all over the world, we are stopped. But we continue dreaming. We continue to dream to travel again and to explore the many beautiful things that Israel has to offer, from the north, from the snowy mountains to the beaches, the sunny beaches, from the green heights to the Dead Sea, the lowest place on earth, from the vibrant city of Tel Aviv to the spiritual city of Jerusalem. Israel is a mix of history, of innovation, of new and old altogether. Beautiful people, wonderful food. I always say that you must add 5 kilos to your calculation when you go to Israel, because you eat wonderful stuff. And it's an experience that changes you, that brings you to be a better person that you are. So as the director of the Israeli Ministry Tourism Office here in Italy, I invite all the members of the trade who are watching us to contact us. We will be happy to collaborate together with FTO or individually, and to assist you to take this dream to visit Israel to become a reality. And I wish us all a wonderful time together. Israel has a lot to offer in terms of technologies, and Itai and the guys will show us how. So thank you again for the wonderful collaboration and opportunity. and I'm looking forward to contact you all.
Thank you very much, Gabriele and Avital, and let's start. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Itai Green, and today I'm going to speak with you about corporate open innovation and the opportunity of corporate open innovation. So Innovate Israel is a consulting firm that helps corporations to innovate with third parties. I found ITTS, which is Israel Travel Tech Startup Community. And you know, all of us want to be Netflix and Amazon. We definitely don't want to be a kind of Nokia. The arrogance of success of corporations is to think that what used to work for you till now is going to keep working for you and enough for tomorrow. And COVID-19 taught us something. It's not going to be enough. We have to innovate. And we are lucky because technology nowadays allows us to innovate very, very fast. It took 75 years for the telephone of Graham Bell to reach 50 million users. How many users, how much time it took Zoom to reach 50 million users? You know, many apps, many games, many softwares reach 50 million users very fast because technology allows that. And the day after COVID-19 is going to look completely different. It's going to be a process. It's not going to be one day that we will look back and say it's behind us. It's going to be a process. In each and every country, it's going to look different. But everything is going to look different. For example, our clients, our employees, everyone moved to online. It means a lot for our future activity. Our clients are looking for DIY. They're expecting to do as much as they can by themselves. So DIY is going to be significant. People are getting used to work from home. And it means that in many, many corporates, people are going to keep working from home at least 1 or 2 days a week. And it will have a significant impact on the amount of space, office space that corporates would need. You will probably be able to save some. And safe zone is going to be super important because people are not going to get into the airport, to the plane, to a hotel, unless this place is going to have a kind of stamp or a standard, like security standard, but COVID-19 free area. So this is a huge challenge for our industry. Government is playing a very, very important role in order to make us overcome this challenge of the COVID-19. And one thing which is very important is to follow governments that are doing it right. Domestic is going to start first. People at first would like to travel for a close place, and only then will be able to go to international travel. People are going to look for discounts. Our industry would have a huge challenge to sell more in less time and lower margins. And this would be we would be able to do it only with technology. We need always, and especially during this time, to rethink, to have creative ideas, how to overcome the challenge, and of course, execute fast. Execution is the challenge. A huge challenge for everyone, not only in the travel space, is going to be efficiency. Everyone is going to look into efficiency to maximize it. It's going to be, we will be able to reach it only with new technologies. And the more flexible a corporate is, the more tech-oriented it is, the more flexible it is. And by the way, the type of flexibility that we're talking about is to remove cancellation fees. It's going to be important. No matter who you are, most of the smartest people work for someone else. It's a matter of statistics, and this is the basic idea of open innovation. Open innovation is working with third parties, with others, with startupists, with other companies, with academy. And open innovation is the lowest risk and greatest ROI for innovation. Booking.com have an R&D center in Israel, in Tel Aviv. The ecosystem in Israel is very, very unique. It's huge. Many foreign delegations, many professional investors, accelerators, over 500 multinationals like Booking.com, almost 7,000 startups. And this is just an example for the AI, artificial intelligence startups, Israeli startups. that are in Israel. These are the leading startups in the travel space. Startups are looking into POC with you, into design partnership with corporations. There is a huge opportunity between you, corporates, and startups. And I would share with you now really fast 10 tips for a really successful corporate open innovation activity. The most important thing is the commitment of the C-level. This is the challenge, to have a commitment from the board, from the C-level, from the owner. And the challenge is to have as many board members that understand the technology, that understand what innovation is. This is a very simple step. In Israel, in each and every bank, it is mandatory by law to have at least one board member who is specialized with technology and innovation. And when you have such board members, the bottom line is better. The average age now around the world in S&P 500 for a board member is 60. It has to be by far lower. In Israel, 20% of board members has to be below the age of 40. This is a simple tip to implement. The second tip is to have a single point of access in your corporate to deal with innovation, to deal with startups. So startups would know who is the one to knock on his door or on her door in order to approach the company with innovation. The third tip is challenges. You know the best what are your challenges. And I highly recommend you update your challenges, because your challenges before COVID-19 are completely different now. And update it and share it. Share it with the ecosystem. Once startupists, once others in the ecosystem would know what are your challenges, they would come with solutions. The fourth tip is very important for owners, C-level, and HR. Hire only people with fear of missing out, FOMO. Get rid of those with the NIH syndrome, not invented here. Those that are motivated with ego. These are the people that risk your future. These type of people, the NIH people, are the people that will try to put barriers between you and success, between you and innovation. Speak the startup lingo. Be available 24/7. Get back to the startups fast. Always keep an open mind. The sixth tip is to treat startups as partners, not as suppliers. I tell you, there are many corporates these days that are paying startups in cash, immediately, by the end of the month, not in 30, 60, 90 days. And it sends a very, very important signal to the startups that the corporate understand the value of the technology, the value of the partnership. This is a simple step for you with a huge impact. When you do so, immediately you will get a very good deal flow, very good. The seventh tip is you have to have budget. And by the way, the budget for innovation in most cases is relatively low, by far lower than any other alternative of developing internally. Don't measure the success of innovation by ROI, by return on investment. Measure it by the POCs, by the number of POCs, proof of concepts. As many POCs you'll have, the more flexible your corporate is going to be, the better you're going to be. You'll be able to beat your competitors. Don't expect equity for free from startups. If you want to get equity, put some money. And of course, minimize bureaucracy. That's the reason why innovation manager should report directly to the CEO, to remove bureaucracy, because startups cannot handle bureaucracy. These days of COVID-19, we see two different types of companies. Those that their people are working from home, and all day long they are with Zoom, working, trying to improve, trying to innovate, trying to do things right in order to get prepared for the day after COVID-19. And there is a different type of employees, different type of corporations that employees are at home watching Netflix. Hopefully you are the one of the Zoom type, and you will be able to beat, after the COVID-19 is going to over, those that were watching Netflix during this time. Michael Ben Aaron is managing the community of ITTS, Israel Travel Tech Startup community. You can follow us on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on our website. These are some of our partners from around the world. We're helping them to innovate, to find the most suitable startups to their challenges. And we are here to support your efforts and your challenges as well. The COVID-19 is a huge opportunity, real opportunity for each and everyone here to beat your competitor and to really win and succeed. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for you. And now we will move to a startup named Pruvo. Give me a second. We will. Each startup is gonna present for 3 minutes, and then we will ask a question for 1 minute and move to the other startup. You can get in touch with the startup directly right after the webinar. So Doron?
Hello. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. The 3 minutes starts now.
All right. Ciao a tutti. My name is Doron, and I'm the Chief Commercial Officer of Pruvo. What would you say if someone told you that you can increase your company's net income from hotel sales by 5% within 2 weeks? Well, that's exactly what I'm here to share with you today, how to stop leaving money on the table. You see, there are two main problems with
We don't
B2B.
see your presentation, Doron.
I'm sorry?
We don't see your presentation.
One moment, please.
If you can't overcome it, I mean, you can speak without the presentation. You're a good speaker.
Because no, but somebody's sharing their other screen. That's why. It's some.
Yes, now we see. Now we see it.
Now you see.
Yeah.
1 second. Let me see. Now you see my screen.
2 minutes more, Itai.
Yes, I know. 2 minutes more.
Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes. You can move
Okay.
forward.
So yes, like I was saying, there are two main problems with B2B bookings. The first is that hotel prices tend to change after you book. Not once, not twice, but 22 times between the moment you book until the last date of free cancellation. The second problem is that most travel companies don't reshop reservations after they booked. Pruvo Revenue Maker is an AI-driven solution that can automatically monitor the prices of your hotel bookings that you booked on any provider, monitor their price 24/7, and help you increase your profitability by automatically rebooking those reservations once their net price drops. In addition, Pruvo Revenue Maker also leverages hundreds of thousands of Pruvo's B2C travel customers in order to help your company increase hotel sales. We also developed a unique integration model that allows us to do almost all of the integration and development on our side, which allows us to go live with the collaboration within 14 days. So think about it. You can start increasing profits by mid-May. So why should you choose Pruvo? First, let us deal with increasing your profits so you can focus on what you do best, selling. Trust me, it's in our best interest, because if not, Pruvo doesn't earn a profit. So for you, it's risk-free. Second, Pruvo lets you define and customize the solution to your exact needs, such as offering multiple rebooking methods, deciding which provider you want to track and which you don't, the maximum amount of rebookings per reservation, and much, much more. Third, thanks to our advanced AI mapping algorithm, Pruvo is capable of not only searching for the exact same room over multiple providers, but we also find you upgraded rooms at a lower cost for your customer. And last, Pruvo service is available in Italian, and we provide customer service 24/7. But the most important factor I want you to remember is that Pruvo is the only company that not only helps you increase profitability, but also generates for you new sales by acquiring customers who already booked your hotels on OTAs like Booking and Expedia and migrating them into your direct customers. And last, we know that it's a tough time for the industry, and because of that, we want to help. So for a limited time only, we have waived all of Pruvo's commissions and setup fees related to this service. Grazie mille.
Fantastic. we will skip to VIAR because we had a kind of small delay before. So VIAR imaging, Ofer, the floor is yours.
Hi, Itai. Hi, everyone.
Yes,
Hello?
let's start. We don't see
Hi.
your presentation yet.
I think that's an access you need to give me, right?
Now we can see your screen.
Now you can see? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Ofer Familiar. I'm a general manager in VIAR Imaging. Basically, what we built is very different. We build hardware, and if you look at how people used to see is through cameras, obviously eyes, but through cameras. But cameras at the end of the day are limited because they cannot penetrate through materials. So what we've done is invented a new type of camera, which is a radar-based camera. It's very, very small and fits kind of at the palm of your hand. And through that, what we're able to do is actually, if you see here on the right, is really track the location, get a camera, track the location, height, position of people, but also monitor their vital signs from a distance. So we can map breathing and heart rate, and also detect if someone falls down or the usage in certain areas. And we use that for a lot of different applications. Recently, the Israeli government turned to us and asked us to work together with them on different applications related to COVID. Some are around hospitals, some are around the public domain and the home. For the travel industry, I'll focus a bit more on what we're doing on the public domain. One of the key areas is basically monitoring entrances. So we put a very small system in entrances to places, and without needing to touch anything or wear anything or get to know the person, we can measure the breathing and heart rate of people, and that helps screening dramatically when it comes to COVID-related symptoms. So what we do basically is we install these systems in airports, entertainment areas, mass transport, different landmarks, and at the end give kind of a green or red light signal that enables someone to know whether they can enter or not enter, and if they have any COVID-related symptoms through that. We're already working very extensively with Israeli government. We have installations in military bases in Israel that started this, and now we started expanding to other companies and other governments around the world, some in the US, a bit in Europe, some in Japan already. We already have quite a lot of demand for the entertainment industry. Obviously, all of these things are crucial when it comes to reviving the economy as kind of for the post-COVID days. You're gonna need the ability to screen people, and you're gonna need the ability to do it quickly and without extra information. And what we enable to do is to open up all of these places to tourists, domestic or international, and still not put people at risk, but even more importantly, give a psychological comfort to people that they are being tested and they can enter a place with certainty that everyone there is safe. That's it.
How complicated it is, Ofer, to integrate such a solution in an airport, for example?
Not at all. So what we do is basically we find the hatches. We have other systems already in airports. So we work with the airport or with the government on the right location. Airports have an area sometimes that they monitor temperature. So we just enter this place and we basically integrate that. So in airports, you call it ConOps, all the operations around how to handle the crowd and where to put it. These are things that we do either with the airports or with the governments.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Ofer.
Thank you.
Now we are moving to Gamity. Ella? Hi, Ella, we can't hear you yet.
Do that again. Can you guys see me in my
Yes,
presentation?
now we can hear you very well. You can start.
Presentation is on?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm Ella. I head the sales at Gamity, and I want to talk to you a little bit about trip planning, which seems a little bit out of place, now that we're all within these four walls. But try to imagine, not so long ago, we used to actually plan trips. And I want you guys to try and think of the last time you tried to plan a trip, preferably one that you didn't plan alone. So with your partner, with a few friends, anything like that. I want to talk about how we plan trips as a group. And when I say group, I mean the word group very loosely. So family, few friends, all that is a group to me. Now, usually when you try to plan a trip as a group, which is the majority of the trips, if you look at 2019, 82% of all the trips that were booked were not solo trips. So trips together with someone. So it definitely is the majority of the flights and trips we're looking at. And it's annoying to plan them because you always have to kind of, there's usually the one person who handles it. He goes on to the websites, he picks a few deals, brings them to a WhatsApp group or a Facebook group or an email or whatever it is that you use, and kind of does that back and forth whenever someone from the group has a request, like, that hotel's cute, but can I get breakfast? And so on. What this means is that people come to your website, see something they like, decide that they are interested in buying it, and they now have to leave your website. They're forced to abandon their cart just to have a conversation with the rest of their family or friends. Basically, once they've left your website, there's no guarantee that they're going to come back since they've got 17 other tabs open because they're planning a trip. So this is exactly what we're trying to offer. We're talking about group booking, social booking. So what does that mean? When I try to book together with my friends, instead of being forced off the website, I can invite my friends to join me on the website where we have a shared shopping cart, where we can have a chat, we can vote for our favorite products, we can add or remove products all together and make a decision as a group. Gamity is already live and active on many websites, and if we look at over 2,000 groups that have already booked with us, we see an average increase of 10% in sales for all the websites that have implemented us. Now, you guys don't have to take my word for it. Here are some case studies. I'm not going to read them out, but while you take a look, I'm also going to tell you that when you start working with us, you get a pilot with an A/B test for free, where you get to see if Gamity actually brings you the value that you're interested in. Only after the pilot do you have to commit to us and sign a contract. And especially during this time, because it's a very tough time for the industry, we're offering Gamity for free until the crisis is over. So you get a longer period of pilot so you can really tweak out what works best for you. Here are my details if you want to ask any questions. Itai, do you need anything from me right now?
Yes, I mean, how complicated is it to implement it? Yeah, I mean, from your experience, on average.
You add one script tag, one line of code, and then we do the maintenance and the implementation and the server space. Everything's on our side. The only thing that we work together with you is usually with your UX designers to agree on a design that matches your website perfectly.
Thank you very much, Ella. We're now going to move to Shimi. Thank you. We're now moving to Shimi from How Was It? I can see the presentation already. Shimi, where are you?
Yeah, can you see me?
We see the yes, now we see you and the presentation. Hi, Shimi.
Hi, everybody. My name is Shimi.
Let's start.
Yeah, I'm Shimi, and I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders at How Was It. We at How Was It have developed a customer care platform that helps you as businesses to engage more proactively throughout the entire customer journey. And today I want to address specifically how the COVID situation is going to impact the way that we are seeing that on how we're dealing with the customers nowadays. And I'm going to focus on two tips that I want to share with you the way that we at How Was It seeing that. So the first thing is that we believe that the customer acquisition cost is going to go up. And the supply right now is much higher than the demand. And in order for you to deal with that, what we suggest is being proactive. And when we are saying being proactive, we're talking about how you should engage with your customers. So being proactive when you at the inspiration stage, meaning that if you already have customers, past customers, and if you have specifically customers that cancel the deals due to the coronavirus, you can go and be proactive and engage with them to try getting them back and to create new deals. And also means that being proactive with the customers and to make them spend more. What does it mean? It means, from my perspective, is that if you already won with the customer, if you are a travel agent and you booked a flight, or if you are a hotel and you sold the room. What you have to do now is trying to provide more value to the customers in a way that it will provide more value for you as a business as well. And I'm going to show you a quick demo in a moment. And the last thing is that if you already provided a great experience, make sure to tell your customers to be your ambassador, to be your promoter, and to spread the word of mouth all over. The second tip is related to the way that we are communicating. What we have learned from the coronavirus situation is that people are actually expecting all businesses that they are dealing with to be available digitally for them in multi-channels. They're expecting businesses to be more responsive because everything right now are online, and expecting the others to be there as well. So this is the general concept of how we are doing that. And we are looking at the entire customer journey. This is a specific example of hotel, but we have that in many other industries as well. As you can see, many touch points that you can turn them into a communication, into a proactive engagement that generates value. Let me show you quickly how we do that. We have few tools that we're using. One of them is the chatbot that I'm gonna demonstrate in a moment. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, I'm just showing you a quick demo of a travel agent that just completed the booking. What we are doing, we are contacting the customers proactively by email or via SMS, just making sure that the entire process was okay. If the customer says that everything was okay, we are saying, that's great. And now from customer care approach, we're asking, can I assist you with anything else like transportation, travel insurance, etc., etc. This is, for example, how you increase the spending of the customers by providing more value. I'm going to switch quickly to another demo. And in this case, this is the post experience. What I want to do is just want to make sure that I know that the customer is very happy, because I was having conversation with the customer through the entire experience, and just contacting them after the experience. And are you happy? Yes or no. If the customer is really happy, then I would just push this customer to the online to post a good review by one click and on the TripAdvisor page of this hotel. So that's mainly what I am here to do. And that's briefly it is.
Excellent. So we don't have time for a question. Thank you very much, Shimi. And now we are going to move to Bridgify, to Amit Shamni. Amit, are you with us? We already see your screen, I think.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. We cannot see you, but you can feel free to start. We see your desktop.
All right, so move it over here. 1 sec, I'm sorry. So hey everybody, I'm Amit from Bridgify. We started Bridgify around now. I believe you can see my screen, right, Itai?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So we started Bridgify just around a year and a half ago, and the main idea is to deliver to travelers a better experience while they are planning and managing their trip. The main problem we saw in the industry, of course, is that travelers, it takes for them too much time to plan the trip and to organize the trip from the one hand, and there is too much platforms. So we started establishing a solution, and in this solution, we started cooperating with the travel retailers, mainly OTAs and the hotel chains, to deliver a white label solution for their benefits. So this white label solution is delivering to the travelers a fully personalized trip plan based on local community knowledge when this trip plan is accompanied the travelers while he's traveling. By doing so, we also create a continuous traveling experience to the traveler and giving him a personalized trip plan where everything is related to him and to his benefit. And from the other hand, we also create a new stream of revenues to our customers based on in-destination tours and activities. So I'm sure most of the people in this webinar knows in-destination tours and activities are actually one of the biggest outcome while we're traveling from the one hand, and it's an expense when we're traveling with the biggest margin for the businesses selling them. And we help our customers to enlarge the pipeline and to deliver this solution to their customers with a fully white label product. So for an example, delivering to our customer a white label just site implemented inside his site, where this website is delivering all of the experiences to the traveler. So this is one main product. Due to the COVID-19 and the crisis, we also created a new product which deals with the situation for these days. Our new product is dealing with e-traveling. It's something that we haven't saw really too much before. And the main idea is to deliver to the traveler the experience to his living room. So we are creating a bulk of virtual tours and experiences for the destination, where you can just see it on Zoom or on VR or on AR, and you can ask a question the guide or the culinary guide or the guide in the Jerusalem city. We also already created this product. First deliver was to Jerusalem Municipal Authority actually. We have more than 1 million users in less than a week, with almost none marketing budget, and we have very good traction and retention to the site. We see very good response. So summarizing it all, we have our main product delivering a white label solution to travel retailers to present travelers with their experiences to the destination. And the second product is the COVID-19 e-traveling virtual tours. That's it. Any questions?
How complicated is it to make it in Italian?
It's not complicated at all, actually. So we are cooperating with partners that can do both sides. They can, from the one hand, reach customers, because we are not a B2C platform, we're a B2B. And from the other hand, that can help us to generate the content. We are delivering the platform, but dealing with content is not that hard, even not in Italy.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Welcome, Edgar from Fixel. The 3 minutes start now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Itai, and thank you very much, everyone, for taking the time seeing this webinar. I'm going to talk with you about your ad spend. Can be now or can be the post-COVID-19. My name is Edgar. I'm the CEO of Fixel. We're a Techstars and plug-and-play company, already working with some large brands and a number of travel players, like the largest like the largest flights sites in Israel, the largest hotel chain. You probably know this John Wanamaker quote. And in Fixel, this is the problem we're trying to address. Fixel is a solution that helps you to identify where do you waste your money and allow you to act on it. When your marketing team trying to analyze how does all the people that didn't make a conversion in your site behave, they are having tons of metrics and dimensions. In many cases, all of them, in many cases, the marketers are drowned with data. All this data doesn't answer the simple question. Is these visitors that just came to my site relevant to my business goals? Yes or no? And this is what we are solving at Fixel. Let's see an example. You have a marketing campaign, you have 2 million visitors, you spend $2.5 million, and you make $20 million. It seems nice. But the reality is that over half of the people that reach to your site have no probability to make a purchase. They are unengaged with your content. And one of the key challenges is to identify and to quickly identify where do you waste your money. Fixel is offering you an AI-based algorithm that identifies where do you waste your money from the campaign to the keyword level. What you can do is Fixel, like AutoTrader, the largest automotive site in the US, you can dramatically improve your retargeting campaigns in Facebook and Google. Like one of the largest flight sites in Israel, you can identify what are the high quality keywords or media placements. You can make better lookalike audience or the audience base. How does Fixel works? What we do, we install a very simple pixel in your site. Our AI algorithm learns the way your visitors engage with your content, and it's constantly changing. Then When a user comes to your site, we give each one of your users a grade in real time that goes directly to the ad platform and the analytics platform you already work with. We're a privacy by design solution, so we use only first-party data and we're GDPR and CCPA compliant. What we want to offer exclusively for these webinar participants is a free waste and engagement report that will show you how many unengaged, how much waste do you have in your site. You can see the full report in the email that Luigi will send you following this webinar, or just contact me at e@fixel.ai, and within 10 days, you can have this report.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're now moving to the next speaker, to the next startup.
Thank you very much, Itai.
Thank you. Soundtrack. Meron. Meron is with us.
This is Meron. Can you see my
yes,
the presentation on my screen?
You can change it to the presentation mode.
Yeah, try to do it. Can you see it, or
yes,
or
you can start. It looks good.
Okay. Yeah. So I wanted to say first of all,
Meron, just a second. It looked better before. Yeah, now it looks better. Good luck.
Better? Okay, great. So first of all,
Meron? Meron?
we provide them solutions that are based on acoustics. Can you hear us?
Yeah, the sound is not that
provide
good.
On acoustics.
It's very bad. The sound is not good. We will skip to another startup unless you can fix it.
Okay, tell me if you can hear it now. If not, then we will skip to the next.
Now we can. Now it's better. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So what I was saying is that normally we are working with industrial companies, and what happened over the last couple of months since COVID hit, we were approached by one of our clients, a big aerospace manufacturer, to help use our technology to identify early symptoms of COVID-19, and apply those so that they can be applied for a screening device before, during, and after flights. And if you look at what's done today, it's very common today in airports and in airlines to monitor for a single symptom, meaning for thermal screening. The issue with thermal screening is while it's very quick and fast and inexpensive to do, it is still a single symptom. It's inaccurate and it's easily falsified. People just take a pill, essentially a fever-reducing medicine. The other alternative is to do a full-on physical exam, which is literally bring a doctor and do the physical exam, which is very accurate, but it's slow, it's expensive, and it's very obtrusive. The platform that we have developed is a platform that does essentially what a physical exam does, but simply by listening to your breathing. And with this, we can monitor for multiple systems, get accurate results, which cannot be falsified. The system is, there's two ways of using it. It's a mobile device or it's a software that can be deployed on your own physical devices. So it's very inexpensive to deploy, which we understand is a major issue for airports and for airlines these days, obviously. And it's completely unobtrusive. So you don't need to touch, you don't need to have a fear of contamination, etc. I'm not going to go into more details in this stage, but this is my contact information if anybody would like to have more information.
The voice quality was not that good, but I know the startup is super, super interesting. So everyone should know that at the end of the session, you will get an email with the presentations and contact information of all the presenters, of all the startupists. So now we're going to move to Omri from Hotel Mice. Omri, yeah, hi Omri. So the floor is yours. Omri, we can't hear you.
Now?
Yes.
Perfect.
Good luck.
Hey, thank you. So hello everyone, and thank you for having me. My name is Omri Litvak. I'm the COO and co-founder of Hotelmize. We are the leading hotel booking repricing solution in the world by volume, by number of clients, and by other parameters. We have only 3 minutes, so let's start digging. Hotelmize. Few facts about Hotelmize. We have 4 global offices around the world in Bangkok, Buenos Aires, London, Mallorca. The headquarters are based in Tel Aviv. We have more than 30 clients around the world, big travel companies. We lately chose by Focusrite to be one of the 25 best startups for 2020. In the last 12 months, we reshopped 250,000 reservations in our system, and we monitored bookings in value of $2 billion. What is actually Hotelmize? Hotelmize is a post-booking profit optimization solution. We connect to the travel company's back office, monitor their existing bookings, and automatically reshop them once it reaches the lowest price point. It's very important to say that we are reshop them only they reach the lowest price point, because prices are changed all the time. There are many fluctuations, and in order to do it in the most efficient way, we developed a very smart price prediction algorithm that can tell us what will be the lowest price point for each reservation, and only then to rebook it. We don't want to rebook a reservation every time it drops a few dollars. So let's take an example. This is Max. Max used to travel a lot before the COVID-19. Hope he will get back soon as well. Max booked his favorite hotel in France for $1,100 in his favorite OTA or bed banks. In this case, is OTA. Amoda paid for the supplier, offered the hotel $1,000 and made $100 profit. Perfect. Without Hotelmize, that's it. Amoda would have made the $100 profit and stick to that. But this is exactly where Hotelmize kicks into action. So as you can see, the prices of the booking start going up and down. In this case, the lower price point of the reservation was $600. And in this exactly moment, we automatically, with zero overhead from our client's side, we repurchased, we rebooked. We took the new lower reservation that cost $600 and canceled the old reservation that cost $1,000. As a result, there is another $400 of extra profit for our clients, for Amoda. So instead of making $100 on max reservation, now they are making $500. This whole process is absolutely automatically with zero overhead, as I say before, for the clients. What are our metrics? We are adding $72 for every booking that we are saved. We are reshop 10% of our clients' booking, and we increase our clients' profit in 30%. Those are part of our excellent group of guys we have in the company, from the travel, from the technology, and from the finance world. And that's it. Here is my contact. If anyone wants to have a chat, ask some questions, feel free to shoot me an email.
Thank you very much, Omri. Thank you for your time and great presentation. Now we're going to move to Ophir from Wizard. Ophir, are you with us? We can see your presentation. Yeah, we can see you as well. So you can start now.
Excellent. Okay, so good afternoon. My name is Ophir, and I'm Wizard's VP of Operations. So Wizard is a technological company specializing in airfare optimization based on artificial intelligence. Our job is to generate new revenues for travel agencies and to make them more price competitive. I know it sounds weird, but for the past 2 years, that is exactly what we have been doing with some of the leading travel agencies worldwide. Today, all agencies work on an instant ticketing basis, which means once a new booking is made, they issue the ticket immediately or within a couple of hours. The reason it hasn't been done until today, and still all agencies use instant ticketing, is because no one knows whether to book now or wait for a better price. Because if you wait, the price can go up, or worse, no more seats will be available on the flight. During the last 2 years, we've been collecting, storing, and analyzing $5 billion, 5 airfares per day. Now, if I were to ask you what affects airfare volatility and price drops, you'd probably come up with between 10 to 20 parameters. So while analyzing all that data, we have identified 94 parameters that affect the price drops, and we take all of them into consideration in our prediction models. We also analyze the savings potential, and our data shows that for every 1 out of 4 bookings, you pay more than you should be, and not a bit more. You pay 16% more on average. Overall today, you leave 4% of your annual air spend on the table. So that is exactly what we do. We make sure that every ticket will be issued at the optimal moment and at the lowest price. How we do it? We're constantly predicting every airfare available, and once a new booking is made, we predict whether the price is expected to drop. If it's expected to drop, we will wait with the ticketing until the moment the price will be at its lowest, and only then we will issue the ticket. Now I want to introduce the 3 products we offer, which cover the entire booking cycle from booking to departure. The first product, the Wizz SP, gets you the lowest price within the PNR time limit. We automatically read the time limit, which varies from 2 hours to 7 days, and we'll try to get a better price within that time limit. With this product, you will save between $3 to $6 per every PNR you sell. While the first product provides the lowest price within the PNR time limit, the second product, the Wizz Dynamic, provides the lowest price until ticketing. Once the PNR time limit ends, the platform predicts whether the price is still expected to drop. If it's expected to drop, the platform keeps monitoring both the price and the availability, and based on the prediction, waits for the best moment to recreate the segments and issue the ticket. With this product, you'll save an additional $6 to $8 per every PNR you sell. The third product, the Wizz Post, keeps on looking for better price even after the ticket was issued, taking into consideration the cancellation and changes fee. With this product, you'll save an additional $1 to $2 per every PNR you sell, and overall, using all 3 products, you will earn between $10 to $16 per every PNR you sell. The integration with Wizz is simple and quick and usually takes between 3 to 6 weeks to connect. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, yeah, this is fine.
Thank you, Ophir. Thank you very much. It was super interesting. And now we are moving to Lioz from Travaxi. Lioz, are you with us?
Great. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah, great. So, hi everyone. My name is Lioz Amar, and I'm the CEO of Travaxi. Travaxi is a booking platform and an API for travelers with disabilities and senior travelers. Today, what happens is that travelers with disabilities find it hard to get their services and the requirements met because there is a big confusion about accessibility. So let me give you a small example. If we're looking on an hotel room for a deaf person, so these are the requirements that he needs. If we're looking on a wheelchair user, and these are the requirements that he needs. And in the end of the day, when we look at both people, they are both disabled, and what is disabled and for whom this room is equipped for, this is very important. So what we did is we built a booking platform. We have served customers with disabilities. We have shown that we are 100% correct, and only then started to build our the only solution out there for travel agents. This solution is connecting through GDSs, travel APIs, and airlines, and I will show you what we do. So this is the Amadeus system, for example. So travel agents can choose the type of disability or an elderly person, choose the right amenities, the right services that he needs by the right disability type. Then they press submit. We take it and we push it to the airline and to the ground handling team, so they will know to prepare in advance for that person. On the hotel side, we have 2 sites for that. One is the Travaxi survey, which takes approximately 10 minutes to fill. Every accommodation partner has to fill this survey in order to be on our database. If not, they are not. If they do, this is what happens. Again, the Amadeus system, they can choose the type of disability. Then we offer at the destination what hotels are most accurate for that disability type. If they want to check and help the customer understand what is there for him, for his disability type at that room, they can see our certificate that is again by the disability type and tell the customer exactly what are the amenities that are waiting there for him. We are not blacklisting any hotels, meaning that hotels that doesn't have accessibility for a wheelchair will be good for elderly person or a blind person or a deaf person. So we just show the most accurate from our side, and that way everybody is happy, customers getting good support. There are 1.2 billion people who with disabilities in the world. 600 million out of them lives in developed countries, and 70% of them travel. Now with the COVID-19, I'm offering you to take a closer look on that services, because customers with disabilities are usually people that are being supported by the governments and by the countries, so they will have money to travel after the COVID-19 is over. This is a very good market. I'm also sending you now, please, on the chat, a small survey about this pitch. Please answer. It will take 1 minute. Thank you for hearing me out.
Thank you very much, Lioz. Thank you very much. And now we are moving to who's your guest, Inbal. Hi, we can see you and the presentation, so you can feel free to start.
Can you see my presentation?
Yes, yes.
Well, I cannot. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Inbal, hotelier for over 2 decades, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Who's Your Guest. Our mission in Who's Your Guest is to make data available for the hotels so they can provide a better service and experience both to their guests and to themselves. For example, when a guest books a hotel, this is usually what they expect for their vacation. However, reality doesn't always live up to expectations, and this is not the hotel's fault. The big problems the hotels face is that they have absolutely no information about the kind of guest that they are about to receive. So it can be a smiley, very educated guest, or it can be a towel-stealing, big-mouthed one. The moment they walk through the door for the hotel, they are all the same, and they are not. So we've built a platform where the hotels can rate the guests and share information about their behavior. So when a guest reserves or checks in, the hotels can search them on our database to see their behavioral history. They can review their guest behavior after they leave, and this way they can improve all the others' guest experience and prevent damages to themselves. To make this whole process automatic, we have also built a property management system that our members can use for free, the basic version. So the moment the hotels enters the guest's details, as you can see on the right-hand side, the ratings show up. And also at the moment they check out, the hotel can rate the guest with only 2 clicks. Now, I'm sure most of you already have a question in your head. Is it even legal? What about privacy laws? Well, the answer is yes, it is legal. When the guest signs the check-in form in the hotel, they also sign a clause that allows the hotels to keep and share their information with Who's Your Guest and their members. You might think that this problem is not big enough, but according to hotels.com, over 70% of the travelers have admitted to taking something from the hotel. This mounts up to over $40 billion in annual damages the hotels suffer, and about $2 billion that Airbnb hosts and other apartment rentals suffer due to damages. We already offer our services in 23 countries. We have over 5,000 members, some of them from big chains like Hilton, Hyatt, Marriott. These are standalone hotels, not the whole chains yet. As for the COVID, to introduce any change to an industry is very hard. Introducing a profound change like guest ratings is even harder, and the best time to do it usually is during a crisis or right after. COVID practically pressed the reset button on our industry, so now is the time to make guest rating industry standard. As for the hotels, it's obvious that post the virus, the room prices will be rock bottom, because the demand will be low. So every penny they save can be the difference between profit and loss. Using our system helps the hotels increase profits by saving them on the damages caused by guests. And for the COVID, we offer the hotels for 50% discount on the pro version of our PMS for the next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Inbal. We are now moving to Benny Yonovich from Arbitrip. Benny, are you with us? We can see the presentation.
All right. Can you see the presentation right now?
Yet.
Oh, sorry. One moment.
We see your presentation.
Okay. So let's start anyway. So thanks for having me. I hope it will. One moment. Does it move? Hi. So I'm Benny. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Arbitrip. A bit about us. We were founded in 2016. We have 2 offices in Tel Aviv and in London. We have more than 500 clients worldwide, and we are having a fantastic fast growth just before the virus. Basically, we operate in 2 ways of operations. First, we operate like a TMC or an wholesaler, so we sell directly to corporates and to TMCs. And the other part is the technology, which actually enables the first part. And recently, we started to suggest our technology to partners like you for their benefit. So if you're a TMC or a corporate travel agent, you definitely know that you are selling less and less hotels over the year. Actually, the common knowledge right now is talking about 23% attachment rate on average, meaning that on every 100 flights you sell to your corporate client, you sell only 23 hotel bookings, which is not good because hotel is much more profitable and etc. But why does it happen like that? So first, the current B2B booking technologies are just not good enough, especially compared to the leisure world, meaning the experience your travelers get, the content, the pricing are just not good. And the worst part you can get is that an employee will tell you, hey, the travel agent offered me a price, but in booking.com, there's a better hotel with a better price. Second thing is that whenever a manual agent work is involved, so first, it costs a lot of money. And second, unfortunately, in many cases, it's just not effective. And then it yields to one simple result. Employees in corporates are not booking with you their hotels. So Arbitrip offers the best hotel booking solution for corporates and TMCs. It's a 2-sided equation. First, for the corporate, we provide a fantastic solution, giving them duty of care, dashboard, fantastic rates and experience which is sometimes better than what they see in the leisure side. And on the other hand, the TMC retains the client, creates a new or a huge revenue stream based on the hotel they are selling right now, which they didn't sell before, and actually has much better results. Just for the comparison, look a bit about the results we were able to achieve. So first, the attachment rate of our clients is around 92% compared to the 23 I mentioned before, which is amazing. And we, as I said before, we know how to create a huge revenue stream, which is really profitable thanks to our pricing technology. And also, of course, you get a huge client retention, which is really important in such competitive markets. The technology behind us is a really sophisticated technology. First, we developed a sophisticated personalization technology based on artificial intelligence, meaning that your clients, we will offer them the best fit hotel. Whenever they search in the system, they will get the best fit hotel based on their preferences and what the company allows. Actually, it takes something like 15 seconds to find the best fit hotel in each business trip, which is amazing. Second is the smart pricing. So we allow our clients to maximize the price they can get for you as a TMC, but you will never sell in a higher price than what your employee will see in the outside. And the third thing is an amazing multi-channel UI. One last thing, if you are an OTA or an OBT, we are now open to giving you our technology, licensing it, any part of it, to maximize your margins and increase your profitability. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Benny. What is your contact information?
Oh, sorry. This is my contact information. Feel free to reach out.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Benny from Arbitrip. We are now moving to Bookaway to Noam Toister. Noam, are you with us? We already see your presentation.
You see me?
Yes.
Hey.
Hi.
All right. Okay. Hi. Nice to be here. I'm Noam from Bookaway. Bookaway is basically a ground transportation booking platform The problem we're looking at is that today travelers book flights online, they book hotels online, but actually if they intend to travel between destinations inside in the country they're visiting, it's anywhere between hard to impossible to book these services in advance. They would end up usually booking it from the hotel or from an agency on the street. It's basically an industry that is still mostly offline. And that's what Bookaway does. We connect all of these different suppliers worldwide to one platform that enables a traveler to book buses, ferries, trains, private transfers around the country he's visiting easily. Now, on average, each traveler would visit 4 different cities, locations, destinations in a country, which means he would take anywhere between 4 to 8 different transfers during his trip. Now we've started in 2017. We grow about X3 every year until Corona came by, of course. And currently we're 60 employees worldwide in 4 offices in Asia, Latin America, Israel, and the countries that we focus on. I want to jump forward because we don't have too much time. Are countries that are relevant to all of you. So first of all, we work in Italy also. Some of our biggest partners in Italy is Alilauru, Travelmar, Alicost. We have about 20 different companies that work with us in Italy. If some of you are listening in the crowd, I will be happy to talk to you later. And what we are looking for are potential new travel partners that can add their inventory to our platform, or distribution channel partners that can take our inventory. Today we work with companies like Agoda. We're a white label inside Agoda that sells all of our inventory to travelers in Asia. We work with other OTAs like Check My Bus, My Real Trip in Asia. And what you will get by connecting with us is basically unique inventory that is mostly offline today. It's very hard to get it online. You get competitive prices, which you can put inside packages. It's a product that is not too expensive and enables you to sort of bypass parity rates and improve the offer that you give to travelers. And we get everything in one API and in one connection. This is some of the partners that we work with worldwide. We have currently over 600 different transportation companies working with us worldwide. This is more or less what I had to share with you guys. Feel free to ask me any questions if you want. And reach out to me, noam@bookaway.com or sales@bookaway.com. That also works. I'm here for you.
I would recommend that you will also send your email address on the chat. So everyone, even those that missed your email, will be able to get in touch with you directly and increase their revenues. Thank you very much, Ron. Thank you very much. We are now moving to our last startup, Eran Ferry from BioEye. At least for me, it was really fast. And I enjoyed all the 13 startups we had till now. And now we have the last one. We were trying to provide you with the highest value as possible for your time, and hopefully we succeeded. Hi, Eran, welcome.
Thank you.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Ciao a tutti. I'm Eran, founder and CEO of BioEye. BioEye is monitoring cognitive states, brain states through the eyes. The eyes are a window to the mind, and through the eyes we can learn more also about the body. We have through understanding those things, we have the ability to understand many things related and many different products and use cases. Current product lines that we have is detection of drug impairment, detection of concussion, cognitive decline, and a different product line for epilepsy using a smartwatch. For the COVID-19, our AI technology is able to measure pre and symptomatic indications of COVID-19 by simple tests using only the video of the eyes. We can identify uncontrolled inflammation, which is called sepsis, respiratory patterns and failure, blood oxygen saturation, SpO2, brain function, and eye features. We're also working towards validating our tests in 2 clinical trials, both in Italy and in the US. And we have a complementary solution for anti-inflammation treatment. Our main test is the PLR, where we measure the pupil response to light emitted on the eyes. As you can see on the phone image, we capture a video of the eyes and extract eye biomarkers like pupil size, blinks, and eye movements. From the biomarkers, we generate graphs and perform an analysis like you see on the right side, which can be accessed through our dashboard. We can measure multiple metrics and indications which are highly indicative of COVID-19, and the combination generates higher accuracy. Another test we perform is monitoring respiration patterns, which may provide even earlier indication. The different tests can be performed on a person or as a self-test. Digital tests for corona using a standard smartphone camera are non-intrusive and do not require any hardware. They have a huge potential for mass fast screening. Users can test themselves at home daily, making sure they're safe or fully recovered, and also get remote medical care from doctors and be referred to hospitals when needed. In a hospital, tests can be used for triage, for monitoring progression, and for managing scarce intensive care units. Historical home self-testing information, fast screening can be used to maintain healthy travel and refer any person in risk to a more in-depth combination. For example, travelers who have a green or passing score for 2 weeks prior to travel may go through Fastlane. Mass screening can also enable monitoring regions in risk, which can also provide a difference from green score to red zone, somebody that's been in a danger area. Grazie mille.
Thank you very much, Eran, for your presentation. And I think that all the audience, and we had hundreds during the webinar, agree with me that COVID-19 brought many opportunities, and we are here in order to overcome the challenge and to help you to better succeed in the day after. Please feel free to get in touch with the startups directly. Hopefully, at least every audience picked at least 1 or 2 startups to get in touch with. Gabriele and Avital, I would like to thank you for this very, very important webinar. It was our pleasure, and we will keep on our great relationship with the Italian. I personally love Italy and the people.
So thank you very much for all the companies who shared with us the technologies. As you saw, it's only the top of the iceberg. I think that also it's not enough to see the presentations, but also to visit Israel, to visit our Silicon Wadi, the center of the technologies in Tel Aviv, but also in Haifa, in Jerusalem, in the desert. And to see by yourself how amazing things can happen in such a small territory. We will leave you also our contacts, so you can contact us, contact Gabriele, your organization, for further information. Grazie mille per partecipare insieme a noi stasera. Thank you very much. Gabriele disappeared.
Gabriele will come back. Gabriele will come back. We'll wait for him.
Gabriele? È andato via. Okay, here he comes.
Here is Gabriele.
Sorry, coming back. Some kids around. asking for something. No, thanks a lot, Itai. Thanks to Avital and to all the people that have presented. I was very worried that we are not going to respect times. Itai have been great. We had a very big picture, a very nice picture, how quickly is going to the invention around the world, and how technology could help processes and sales and margins, and we have to be on top of that, and not to be the people that will be defeated by this innovation. So disruption has to be an opportunity for us, for our market, for Italy, and so thanks very much for all these ideas and these applications that are real, and it's a real world going on. And Itai, I'd like to confirm all the people that are connected, that we will send a link with the registration of the webinar and the presentations of the startups. So all the references will be on the material we will send after the webinar. And so how's going on in Israel, and how you are thinking to restart tourism, and what can you give us some insights on what are you thinking about, so to share with Italy? Itai.
I think that this question is much more for Vital. I mean, I can only tell you that in terms of technology, we see more and more corporations that are moving really, really fast during this time. With respect to the tourism, we can just hope that things are going to get back to business really fast, and hopefully the tourism ministry are going to support it, and hopefully we're going to have a tourism minister soon. But this is something I cannot promise. But I absolutely think that there's a huge opportunity, and this is exactly the time to get prepared for the day after.
Mm-hmm. No, I was asking you because I've read an article that you have written, and with some ideas on, for example, Eilat, and how to think to something new to.
I think that Eilat, for example, which is a place that is it's relatively easy to make it safe, is going to be the first Israeli destination in terms of domestic. And I encourage you as well to try to think about kind of destination internal in Italy that it's relatively easy to put a stamp and tell everyone this is a safe place, this is a clean place, because people are going to be afraid to go to travel to some place which they will not feel comfortable with. So this is a real challenge, and we saw some technologies today that with them or with others, people will feel comfortable to get back and travel and enjoy all the great things that Italy has to offer, Israel has to offer, and other destinations.
Okay, people are suggesting me that we have already one place in Italy that is Sardinia. That
for example,
the right example. And Avital, have you some insights and some suggestions for Italy from your point of view?
You know, we're all facing this this crisis, but also we're in the Ministry of Tourism trying to develop new strategies to promote more the open spaces. Like in Italy, Israel we're a small country, but we have many areas of nature, of open door sites that we can promote, open door tourism, you know, like events, sports events, which are not considering a mass of people, you know, like a yoga festival, or you know, there are many ideas that we can all share together to promote both Israel and Italy, but I think the most important thing is that in both of our countries, people love to travel and would love to travel as soon as this crisis will over. So we will have many requests from the Italian side and from the Israeli side to visit and to explore.
The best tip I can share with you before we conclude with the audience is to partner. Open your hands, open your mind, collaborate, partner with others. They would love to support you. They would love to help you. We Israelis, it's going to be a pleasure for us to support the Italian market.
It's a pleasure for us too. Thanks, Itai, very much for your time. Thanks, Avital, for your time. We are going to conclude, and there is a brief questionnaire at the end of when we close the webinar. Is it right? We will have questions to put to the people that are attending the webinar. I think everybody has appreciated this thing that for us is quite new. I mean, we have never presented some pitches, some startup pitches, so it's a new experience, and it has been great, and I appreciate it very much. So thanks a lot, Vital. Thanks a lot, Itai.
Thank you very much. Grazie mille, buona serata e uscire presto.
Ciao a tutti.
Ciao a tutti, grazie.
Bye bye.